What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Corpus Christi Originals podcast. I'm Jesus Hilario. Today's guests are Marty and Amber Flores, the owners of Marty McPies, the pizza restaurant on Shoreline Boulevard in downtown Corpus Christi, Texas. Marty is a Marine Corps veteran who deployed in Iraq. He later worked in the Navy as a welder. They then spent years on the railroad and in refineries. During that time, he taught himself how to make pizza with a single goal: to come back home to Corpus Christi and to build a life here. Amber spent 10 years as a teacher before leaving the classroom to help grow the business. They just got married when you transitioned from the food truck into the restaurant downtown. This conversation is about returning home, rebuilding from the ground up, and what it takes to create something lasting. Let's begin. What's up, y'all?
Yo, how's it going?
Y'all doing all right?
Thanks for having us, man.
Doing good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when did we schedule? Last month? Month before?
But maybe the month before.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Just been preparing.
And you were excited. You're like, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. It's like, let me know what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Prepare.
And then Drift Corpus was in here. They were talking about y'all.
Yeah.
They gave y'all a shout out.
Justin, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Those are
he said
cool.
he even said one time that they go over so much that you're like, hey man, we got only so much supplies.
Dude, they sold us out a couple times. They
Yeah,
pulled up
they
and
bring
we
like
just
their whole
all right,
crew.
we're
They're
good,
so
right?
awesome. Yeah, we love them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every time they have like an event, it was like, let's prep just a little bit more. So,
Hey,
just in case.
nice. So you already know they're coming.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool. Yeah. So what does the typical day look like at Marty McPies?
Oof. Wake up. I got 6 litter boxes I get clean. No, I'm kidding. We do have 6 cats.
We do.
But
There
no,
are
it's
6 litter boxes.
go to work. We got our managers that show up, get us ready for the day, give us our prep list. I mean, I love being the boss, but I also love just like doing the prep and kind of being told what to do. Like, I don't like to think too much at this point. It's like, just tell me what I got to do.
Yeah,
I'll do it. It's nice. Our managers are great.
they're really
like-
great. Yeah, we taught them well. I mean, as good as we could, and now we basically just listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
they don't have a
tell us-
problem telling
Yeah.
me what to do.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not the best at telling people what to do. So we hired people that could, like maybe be a little bit bossier than us.
Wow, that's so interesting.
I
So you
know.
guys
I
are
just-
yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all are like owners, but like employees still,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I'm cashier a lot of times. I'll go show the manager, here's my checklist.
That's so crazy. Wow.
I did it, guys. So I get some
pretty
stars.
It is
Like-
funny.
Like my whole life, I was like, man, I want to be the boss. I could do that better than them, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm just like, I want a boss. like,
Someone just tell me what to do. I want to
Yeah.
zone out.
Wow. So what surprised you the most about going from the food truck to the brick and mortar, other than the managers, I guess?
man, surprised how hard it was going to be. The food truck was super easy. I did everything myself. I knew it was just going to be this many pizzas. If I sold out, I sold out. That's fine. But now we have to prepare for big events that come to town, conventions, caterings, and like managing.
Yeah,
going
for
from-
me, like definitely like managing a lot of people. Because it was just like the 3 of us in the food truck for years, and we had like a good flow. Like we didn't even have to talk to each other. We just knew what needed to get done. But having to teach, like 15 people, like the ropes, and oh well, this person wasn't here that day, so I need to make sure and go talk to this person, and oh, this person called in, so now blah blah blah. Yeah, just dealing with like the people for me was like kind of like the biggest like learning curve, because like we already knew everything, but
Yeah.
the 2 of us, we can't do it all. So we had to teach everyone how
Wow.
to do
Oh my
everything.
gosh. What was the learning curve like as far as like finances go? Because you have to pay somebody and you got to worry about having supply and all that stuff. Is that something that you guys were like, oh shoot, what do I do? You know what I
We
mean?
just like cross our fingers every week.
Yeah. Let's just
Yeah.
get faster at making pizzas.
Yeah.
The faster we make pizzas, the more money we make. I mean, it just that's the more you make, the more whatever.
And like there's a tip option, of course, and the tips are shared. So I feel like that makes the employees pretty happy. Like everyone's working together, everyone's part of the team, everyone's out there cleaning tables, everyone's nice to the guests,
Yeah.
and it bumps up their pay like a pretty decent amount. So
Wow. That's
it's
pretty
a
cool.
nice tip pool, man.
yeah,
Like
it's a good tip pool.
and especially whenever
Yeah.
we're on the clock, we take like I guess, a shift off, so it's less
Yeah,
people to share.
so the amount of tips for the shift are divided only amongst like 2 or 3 people versus 5 people. So yeah.
Interesting. What's the biggest misconception people have about what you actually do for Marty McPies?
Misconception that we do.
Cause
Big
when-
pizzas
Yeah.
and slices.
Big
Okay,
pizzas
okay,
and
okay.
slices,
Big pizzas and
absolutely.
slices.
I mean, even not since a food truck, everyone's like, "Do you have slices?" Or it's only one size.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's always been one size.
I even made like a little paper mache pizza that's the same size, and I just point to it. It's that big.
Wow.
It's that big, guys. I just got so tired of like repeating myself all the time.
I
And
think
it's
it's
in
a
the
very
restaurant now.
yeah. I think it's a very cool concept.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
personal.
Everyone
I think
thinks
personal.
so.
Personal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pizzas are, any pizza could be a personal pizza if you
Yeah.
try hard. I think Bill Murray said that or something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Man, yes. So running a restaurant, obviously, you guys do a lot from sun up to sundown. What's what part of running a restaurant drains you the most, and what parts fill you back up?
I guess maybe starting a restaurant drains us the most because we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know how hard it was going to be, how much we had to prep. So we were there all day and we were drained and burnt out because, I mean,
It was hard because like we didn't really know what to do at the very beginning. So we couldn't really teach people how to help us cuz like we're like I don't know, man. We just got to cut up all this cheese. We need to cut serranos. Like I don't know.
yeah.
But once we figured it out, then we could teach other people. Then I feel like that's when we first started to like get that like sense of relief. Like, all right, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Oh, shoot.
Just getting faster at things, get more
getting
efficient.
faster, and everyone kind of like slowly but surely like learning how to do everything that we had taught them. Yeah,
I
mean,
tell them, like, I'm going to teach you how to do it. Just learn it my way, please. And then, once you perfect it, try to get faster.
Right.
Your way. If you can get faster, get faster. But, like, if you can't, then I feel like I've learned it to be, like, the fastest. I've shaved time off, shaved a couple seconds here, a couple minutes there. But if you could do it, do it. I'm not going to criticize your technique or whatever, as long as you come up with the same product.
Yeah.
It's great.
I definitely feel like you said, what fills you back up is the employees. Like, they're so great, and, they go above and beyond, and, like, we just love them to death, and they're just always there for us. Like, if someone calls in and we're, like, stressed and, like, oh, like, I really need to go home. Like, I'm really tired. Someone would be like, oh, well, I'll work. I'll do it. I got it. Or, I'll make that extra batch of dough, or, oh, I'll help out so-and-so. I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all are the best.
that's
We
so
love y'all
cool.
so much.
care.
They care, like, and I feel like that's really what makes the restaurant what it is because everyone just like really cares,
Right.
And you can't like fake that.
And when they make better pizzas than me, 'cause
Yeah. Yeah.
some of my employees, like my managers, Cindy and Gavin, we did. Well, let's both do a Garfield pizza. Let's both do a cheese pizza, and then blind, judging like with Amber or just one of someone. My pizza never wins. Somehow,
Wow, that's so cool.
I don't get mad. I'm proud. It's like that makes
Yeah.
me happy. Like,
Yeah, it makes us like confident. Like when we go home and the restaurant is still doing its thing, or maybe we go like out of town or whatever, or deal with a family issue, like we're confident that they got it. They
That's
can handle
so
it.
cool.
Whatever happens, like we trust them. Like we know y'all got this.
So what is the I guess the hiring process look like now compared to when you first started hiring people? Have you gotten used to it?
I do like referrals or like bring your friend in if you trust your friend.
We have
or-
hired lots of friends of friends, and they're all great hires.
and also desperation hires. We've
There's some
hired a
desperation
few.
hires, but they turned out good.
Well,
Half of them, half of the
I'd say
desperation hires. 50-50.
Yeah.
right on.
Yeah.
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 We haven't fired a lot, but
There's still that side of business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still have to
it's-
deal with that at one
You gotta
point.
do what you gotta do,
Yep.
just part of it.
I want
Yeah.
everyone to be there. But
For sure.
not showing up, then I can't.
Can't do it. You gotta work. It's your business.
Help me.
Yeah.
So that's the operation. Marty, you said you've always wanted to be home. you're always away from home before this, and made pizza on your own time, so you could come back. When did that click? Because you mentioned you went to different places, right, and
Yeah.
experiencing different types of pizzas.
Yeah. So as soon as I graduated high school, 2005, joined the Marines, was gone, until 2009. And then after that, I was home for a couple years till at least 2012. Then I started working, no, not the railroad, 2012, because I got laid off from a company, Schlumberger. I was like building directional drilling motors. I was here at home.
Wow.
But then, the oil field took a dump. So I had to, I joined the Navy, and then I worked on the railroad for 4 years. And then that was like around the time like my nephews were growing up. And I was like missing like their little pee-wee football games. I was missing them growing up, and like it hurt. I was like, man, I miss these guys. They don't really have a dad in their life, so I was always kind of like their uncle dad.
Wow.
And so I came up with a plan to come home, and the railroad wasn't it. And came home, started learning how to make pizzas. Then I still needed money, so I did the refineries. That was all on the road too. Turnarounds. It's a tough life. Much respect to everyone that works in the refineries. It's a hard life, man. It's dangerous. And then my last job was in St. Croix, Virgin Islands.
Wow.
Pretty cool. But then COVID hit, and then whatever I had saved up, came home, and then just built the food truck. Tried to perfect the pizza. It wasn't even ready whenever I opened. Like, no, it was still not like the best pizza, but it was getting better every day. I was like, I ran out of money.
Yeah.
I just had to start it. I had to throw it out there, and then just over the years, it's gotten better, and now it's where it's at now, and people seem to like it.
I really like that. There's a lot of times when you start stuff, you're not all the way ready.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to shoot from the hip, man.
Yeah,
You just got to pull the trigger and just do it.
For sure.
So crazy. Where were you physically when you were teaching yourself to bake? Just when you started the truck? Is that when you really started, or?
No, because like on the railroad, I would be on the road for about 3 months, and I'd come home for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks, and then I'd go back on the road. But those 2 weeks, it was just practice. It was the first one I had. The first pizza I made was because like the ovens were made for like traditional Neapolitan style pizzas. And I looked up the recipe online. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow the rules.
So crazy.
See how like the sauce is just like salt, basil, olive oil. The dough is just a real basic 00 flour dough, and then just the toppings was just fresh mozzarella. I didn't like it. It was too bland for me because like working on the railroad and working in like the Virgin Islands and all over the country, I was having really good pizza.
Good pizza, yeah.
I was like, Neapolitan, I get it. It's tradition. It's a beautiful pizza.
Well, what's an example of Neapolitan that we know around here?
Odie's.
Okay.
I mean, it's a different style.
Of
That's
course,
what I love
yes,
about
yes,
pizza.
of course.
It's so many different styles, and like that's why you see all the skateboards, because it's styles and
Yeah.
it's all art. It all kind of connects.
Oh, yeah.
But I just didn't like it.
So how come not burgers or like I
I
don't know?
wanted burgers. Like
Really?
Bob's Burgers was real cool at the time.
Wow, so crazy. So,
Yeah.
so you just landed on pizza. I mean,
Yeah.
you felt pizza was the answer.
Pizza was more universal than burgers. Like, because I was going into hotels. I was in and out of hotels and motels working on the railroad.
Right.
We're working in different territories and stuff, from Mississippi all the way to New York, for CSX Railroad. And pretty much every hotel you go in, there was like a little delivery
Crazy.
pamphlet or something for pizza.
Wow.
Or it was just the easiest thing. So it was it's an accessible pizza, it's
Maybe like
everyone
the
loves it.
oldest, like one of the oldest dishes, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe.
it was where it originated. Like makes me think of Italy, which has been around for years.
well, if it wasn't for Mexico and our tomatoes.
Hey, come on.
There would be no pizza.
Right on. So Amber, when Marty first told you about the pizza plan, what did you think?
Like the plan for the restaurant, or
For the restaurant, for just starting the food truck, or I mean, for the restaurant, we can say that.
for the restaurant? Yeah, we had, because he had already started the food truck whenever we met. He had like kind of just barely started, and then I think one of your cashiers had like MIA. I don't know what happened, but he's like, I just really need a cashier. It's like, okay, well, like I worked in restaurants before. It can't be that hard. And I was like, the pizza's really good, and I started working the food truck more and more. And we were selling out a lot. And, I was trying to help as much as I could, just being there and, like getting like refining the menu and little things just all over. And we were just selling out and selling out. And I was like, well, like, I would support a restaurant, like I'll help you. Like, I want to get out of teaching anyway.
Yay, for real.
Yeah. And like on our first date, like we had talked about,
We're at the
like,
keg room.
we were at the keg room.
Real classy.
And you had said that you wanted like a bar / an art gallery / a restaurant.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I was like, dude, that sounds like really great, and he loved art. I was an art teacher. I was like, tell me more. But yeah, like I was in it like from the beginning. I was just like, he just needs like a little tweak. Let me just help you. Let me help you.
I was wrecked, man. I
Wow.
would show up to a dance and forget flour to toss the pizzas in.
Yeah.
Forget the pizza.
I was
peel.
always like the one like, okay, I guess I gotta go run to the house and I gotta
Oh, wow.
pick this and up, and then I'll meet you back over there.
So cool.
a ladle.
A ladle,
pick up
I
a
know.
ladle.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just scoop sauce on the pizza. It was rough.
It was hard because like you had to wash the stuff, so you had to bring it inside the house. You had to wash it, but then you had to remember to put it back in the trailer.
No.
Yeah.
But we figured it out.
Yeah.
We eventually made like checklists and stuff like that. Eventually,
We got smart about this.
we got a lot smarter.
I needed a boss. That's what it was. Like,
We
Yeah.
figured it out.
That's awesome.
We
And
got
you-
it down to a science.
And you're still working together too. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
the good thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing. The pizza give you a new identity or permission to stop chasing one. I don't know why I put that question. I guess doing pizza because obviously you guys worked something other than pizza. You did also, right? You taught art for 10 plus years or whatever. So did you feel like you found a new self or something like that when
I
you
definitely
know what I'm saying?
do. Yeah. Before I was a teacher, I worked in restaurants for like 9 years. I waited tables. I did prep. I was a manager for a little bit. I just loved it. I love like the energy. I love the chaos,
Wow.
late nights, and then I started teaching, and I loved it. The kids are great, but you do have to be like, I don't want to say like a role model, but like you kind of gotta behave. Like people are looking up to you, and it's a little intimidating. And you always got to go to bed early. You got to be there really early. And long hours. I was really tired. But I feel like working in a restaurant is just more. It's just more fun. It's more lively, and I feel like I get to be myself more. And I was always Miss Flat as a teacher, but now I just get to be myself as like working at Marty McPies.
That's cool. It's like
Yeah.
that sense of freedom that you have.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm just like proud of myself, and I just wanted to make my mom proud, first of all. Like, she's
She
been
is
the
proud of
hardest
you.
working woman I've ever known, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, like, she's always worked for herself. She cleans houses still to this day.
Wow.
And she helps us out at the restaurant too. She'll come by and clean our rags and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
still like a
Yeah.
family thing. And it's
Oh
just,
yeah.
you know-
She brings everyone food, of course. And she's like, "Here, eat it, eat it, eat it in front of me right now." It's like,
yeah.
okay.
it just feels good that, like, my whole life, I've always had all these jobs, all these like real manly jobs, hands-on stuff. And I was always good at all of them. I just never got the promotions, never got the raises. And like, I always wanted to be the boss. And, now finally reaching that point, it feels good. Like,
Yeah.
like I knew I could do it, and I we're doing it, and No, it just, and being here from Corpus, it's nice that the community has accepted me. Just a kid from 17th Street,
Wow.
With the same neighborhood, I
Yep.
lived right there near Buttercrust,
Oh
my
yeah.
whole life. And then, just finally making a name for ourselves. And
Do you feel like this whole creative process has helped you? Because you're a veteran, right? You've been to Iraq. Obviously, there's a lot of mind stuff happening. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Do you feel like this has helped you? This creative part of your life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, those are part of me, going through the whole disability process, like I thought back, like I also wanted to make my friends proud that I lost in Iraq. Like,
Oh,
I still talk with a lot of my friends, that I went over there with, and they message me and they're just like so proud of me. And, I go visit them sometimes in Chicago, and like it just feels good, like I don't know.
it's awesome, man.
Feels
So what were some before we go to the next section? What were some of the biggest failures early on?
Mm, failures. I guess I don't know.
I mean,
It's been a learning process. Like,
we've definitely made mistakes along the
for
way.
sure.
A lot of mistakes along the way. Um, just I want to say like management. It comes down to like being maybe a little bit too lenient, like letting people slide when you really should be like that's not acceptable. Like you can't do that. Um, I mean, I think that's really about it. Like I think what we've been trying to do is just like really slow and steady progress, like not taking on more than we can handle. Like when we first opened, we had a very small menu. We were only open for like lunch, and then we closed, and then we reopened for dinner. And we kept that way until we figured it out. And then once we figured it out, once people got trained, then we're like, okay, well, let's introduce wings. Okay, let's introduce salads.
Wow.
Let's be open all day. All right, let's do happy hour.
Wow.
And I feel like that's really was like really beneficial for us because we didn't take on too much at a time. So it's just like little by little we kind of grew.
yeah, there's been like, things that I wouldn't say necessarily failed, but we've learned from.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
We've always been able to adapt, and like the other day,
Yes.
the fridge went out,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
then,
Saw that.
the before, it wasn't too busy, so I told my manager, it's like I'll be there like around 9 or whatever, and then they sent me the picture, and I was like, I'll be right there. But they handled it just fine. The fridge failed, but they were able to handle it. They were right on top of it. They made the dough. They started like another batch. It didn't really set us
Yeah.
back. We learned
Yeah.
from it. Now I have
Yeah.
a little plug that warns us if it
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
wrong.
I really
You
like
know?
that.
It's
I
not-
like that
You
word
learn.
adapt.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had to adapt. And
Like we'll see kind of
Fabricate.
something going like a little sideways, but then we'll like, okay, like we know how to handle this because this happened a while back, or I can see what's going on, I can
Yeah.
see what's happening, so we'll kind of, like make adjustments as we go.
like, if I gotta make a tool or something like that, I'll customize and build a tool or something.
Yeah.
Like that helps us. But
Figure it out. Figure it
figure
out.
it out. Yeah.
So, so why Marty McPies?
Well, my name's Martin, but I didn't come up with it. My buddy Josh did. I wanted Wise Pies,
Oh.
but then when I was working in like Tullahoma, I think it's Indiana or something like that. There was a restaurant called Wise Pies, and it was a pizza restaurant. I had it, and it was like sliced New York style pizza, and it was good. But I'd already seen, someone else already had the name. Maybe I couldn't come up with anything, and my buddy was just like, it was gonna be the first time I was selling pizza. First time I sold pizza was at Studio B. I asked Tony if I could sell pizza, and they wanted to put me on the flyer, and I couldn't come up with anything. And my buddy Josh, that got me in touch with them, he's like, just Marty McPies. I was like, that's pretty slick. Came up with it pretty quick, and I just rolled with it,
Yeah.
and it was fun. And then I got a cool pizza tattoo, and then I ended up making that my logo. Yeah, I asked Matt over here. I was like, "Can I use this tattoo as my logo?" He's like, "What's your tattoo?" I was like, "Yeah, but you did it." You know, I don't know what if there's a gray area, but
The boards are a nice touch. The
Yeah.
skateboards.
yeah, man,
It's nice touch. I really like that.
it's the culture, man. Like skateboarding culture has always been the most welcoming culture. You know, like we all share the same passion for skateboarding. You know, if anyone wants to skateboard, there's always been support. You know, if you could try a trick 1,000 times, fall 1,000 times, but the one time you land it, everyone's gonna cheer you on.
Nice.
Everyone's like so stoked that you
Yeah.
worked so hard for this, and you
Right
know,
on.
there's always that one saying like one more try, and that one more try could be 10 more tries, and it's just like I just love the culture. And that's what I think about pizza. It's just a welcoming food. You know, we could all share it. We could all be happy about it. And, you know, it's universal, you
Yeah.
know, and it's fun. And the first 30 seconds of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze intro, you watch it, and it's all pizza and it's all fun. There's like a cop, and he has like someone arrested, and he's just eating pizza, and they're just like happy. You know, like you can never be in a bad mood, like skateboarding or like eating pizza.
Nice. Yeah, that old 90s culture. Like pizza. Ah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're building the vision. What? But it's happening after the Marines, Navy, Iraq, PTSD. You want to talk about that a little?
Yeah, it took me 17 years to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out, like the incident happened in 2008, and like it was crazy because it was only like 2 months into my deployment in Iraq, and then a couple weeks after the incident happened, my 4 friends, you know, they got hit with an IED in their Humvee. Like a couple weeks later, we had a little video conference with my mom, and it was like whenever video chats were barely happening or whatever, and it was on the news, and then I had to lie to my mom that everything's fine, we're all good out here, when my friends had just passed away. And then I think after that, I kind of just buried it and didn't talk about it, and then I told her, oh, I was in the Marines, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yo, yeah, but I knew, like, I had only known him for a couple hours.
Yeah.
You know, and the way he was talking about it, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should go talk to someone.
And then I went to go get a tattoo at Pinnacle. My buddy Lucas, he was telling me about his experience of like going through the process. He was a veteran too. He's a veteran too. And then I told him my story, and he was kind of just like, yeah, you should probably talk to somebody. Yeah. He's like, you kind of went through some stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. You know, we'll see. And then, you know, just the stress and the pressure of like opening the restaurant, you know, it was like all at once. You know, we had just bought a house. We just bought a restaurant basically. What else happened?
Well, and like, this was like kind of as the restaurant was opening, but yeah, like we opened the restaurant, we moved in together, we got engaged, and we got married
That's the
in
one.
like 6 months. It was
The
like
most
6 months.
important part, probably.
What's the third one? Oh yeah, marriage. Yeah.
One key ingredient we're missing here.
Yeah, and dude, it's just like all finally like
It was a lot.
broke me.
Wow.
It was a lot.
And
Yeah.
then I was going through the process, and I had to talk about it, and then I guess I looked at like their criteria or whatever they're writing about me, and they're just like unkempt, looks like basically, you know, didn't
Wow.
maintain hygiene, but I was just like scruffy. I was just scruffy and in sweats, dude. I was like,
You're like, bro, this is Tuesday, bro.
I was like, what? I look dope. I look dope. What are you talking about? Scruff like unkempt. I was like, dude, I look fine. But, you know, I guess, you know, if you're in sweats and crying, talking about your experiences, it kind of looks a little
Crazy.
rough.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you know, talked it out. They kind of like gave me a little therapy and, made sure I was okay. But went through the process, and it's, glad I went through it. The VA is not all that bad.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I've had some guys on here talking about the VA. Like sometimes it's a difficult process.
Oh
And
yeah, they definitely made him like jump through like all the hoops.
exactly.
And of course they make it, hard, so you'll kind of give up. But, you just got to stick with it and just
Yeah.
keep going, keep going, keep going to all the meetings, keep saying your story.
Yeah.
So awesome. Do you ever see PTSD show up now, like in daily life? Like, do you notice it, or do you feel like you're more knowledgeable about it?
Yeah, no, I definitely. They gave me a therapist. I was going through therapy and talked about it, and I've learned, I've grown from it, and I definitely snap less.
Which is
From
nice.
starting the restaurant, I
Yeah.
would kind of be military, but now I'm just chilled out.
Wow.
Now that
Yeah.
everyone kind of knows what to do, and
Oh,
it's
crazy.
a lot easier. It's a smoother process. I pretty much don't have to tell people, you know, anything except for please show up to your shift, on time. I'd appreciate it, but now it's like there's no more pizzas being burnt, because when we first started and people first start cooking and learning,
Yeah.
oh, house pies, all that we call house pies, like the pies that are maybe a little burnt or a little messed
Or
up.
if they like get a hole in them, like when you launch them, like maybe a little hole will pop up, or they'll be just like super oblong. Like if
Oh,
you
wow.
don't have just like the right touch when you launch it, they'll be like
So
way
Yeah,
long.
yeah. If there's like a little drop of like sauce on the peel, and
Yeah.
it's just like little, anything can happen.
But hey, no one ever leaves work hungry.
Yeah,
Like, they
those house
always
pies
eat.
go.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Y'all give them to the cat.
aesthetics.
Y'all give them to the
Yeah.
cats. Or,
Nah, I don't think they've even eaten a pizza ever.
I don't know if they have. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
do y'all want to disclose how many cats y'all have?
that's 6. I
We have
had
6.
2. She had 2, and
And we
then
accidentally adopted a brother-sister
Wow.
combo.
Yeah. So we have their aunt, and then
Yes.
my mom. Well, I got the aunt from my mom, and then that cat had another litter.
Yeah.
So it's like they're family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to the plant in Helena, and there's a black cat there. And the other day, he asked me if I had a permit. Because he's always there. He's like the cat for the plant. They feed him and stuff. So he's like, "Where's your PPE? Do you have all your PPE?"
Yeah. I love talking to my cats. Yeah.
They're so entertaining. Like they're just hilarious.
Oh, right here. This is my
Yeah.
big orange cat.
Nice.
It's my tortoise cat right
Yeah.
there.
Wow, you
have
still
mine
getting?
on
Are
my
you still
legs.
getting some? You still getting work done on like tattoos and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. We just got, what was my last one? Oh, our anniversary. It's 12/21.
Oh, I like the
Amber and Martin.
Oh, I don't know.
12/21 a.m.
I don't know if you can see mine.
Yeah.
So
I
cool.
know. I got 6 tattoos last year. I was so excited.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it was like my New Year's resolution. Like, get more tattoos. Did it.
Oh, nice. Do y'all go to the same spot or different
We
places?
do Pinnacle.
We usually go
Usually
together.
Pinnacle. Yeah, we usually do get
Pinnacle,
tattoos at the
Actus,
same time.
Wes,
Oh, okay.
Cindy,
Yeah,
and
William Barry,
Matt.
Cindy, Wes.
Oh, cool, man. That's
Lucas.
awesome.
Lucas.
What's
Yeah.
hey cousin? He says, "What's up, y'all? I'm glad
Hey.
they finally got on the show." Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on,
Yeah.
Rap?
Yeah, man. Yeah, my cousin. He's been following lately, like on the page and stuff like that. He's doing his stuff out there,
He's a
man.
great supporter, man. Great supporter. He's always making sure, checking in with me,
That's cool.
VFW, the newsletters and stuff like that. He's on it. He's a good, he's a good
Yeah.
leader.
What's that community like for you? I mean, do you visit as often or?
Not as often as I'd like. I'm just super busy.
Yeah.
And right now it's, now we're working more shifts and we're there more often. So, just haven't been there.
Yeah. Are there days in the restaurant when it's harder than in the refinery or being in the classroom? Do y'all feel?
4th of July.
4th
of July.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because
Yeah.
the fireworks right there. And of course, everyone, I'm just going to get a pizza before the fireworks. Not everyone can get a pizza before the fireworks. I'm sorry.
Well, it's right underneath the hotel too. What's that? I
Yeah.
mean, y'all have a lot of traffic from that. Did y'all say?
Yeah, it's a lot of railroad people, and I always kind of like, I
Wow.
always kind of want to talk to them about the railroad, but they don't know anything about the company I worked for.
Oh wow.
But yeah, only like locals don't stay at that hotel. They don't allow locals to stay at that hotel. So
Seriously?
it's just
Wow.
always people from out of town.
Crazy.
You know, it's always like, oh, what's your phone number for the order? And they're like 956. I'm in my head. I'm just like, cut.
Yeah.
I don't say it out loud.
Primo.
Cut.
Like,
Yeah, it's always like different phone numbers, and it's kind of cool. And they come back. Sometimes they'll order their one, and they're like, oh, that was so good. Let me just get one to go. It's like,
And we
thank
get a
you.
lot of
Like,
people
appreciate it.
from out of the country also.
Wow.
Like
It was like these Italians. They were there for like 2 weeks.
yeah.
oh,
Literally.
is that like the
They-
ultimate test or what?
Dude, they were there every
They came
day.
every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I-
Like, y'all aren't tired of the pizza yet? No, they
no
keep
lie.
coming
I
back.
was like,
Wow.
dude, there's
Yeah.
other restaurants downtown. Like, I'm not saying like go somewhere else, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
thank you. Like, I appreciate it. But dang, like, it can't
Every
be that
night.
good. Like,
Every
I guess.
Yeah.
I love it. You know?
Yeah, that's
You
why
know,
maybe it
it-
reminded them home
Yeah.
or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Amber, what do you see in Marty that made you believe he could build what y'all built?
I always thought, Martin's very creative. He comes up with really fun specials. And that's, of
Nice.
course, like, why I like the pizza so much, because it was, like, different. It was, like, really different pizza. He's really creative. He's very passionate. And he knows everybody. Like, he literally knows everybody. I can't go anywhere with him without him saying hi to, like, 10 people.
I used to work at Jack
Yeah.
Ashes,
Yeah.
and
He just got, like,
Crazy how many
connections,
people.
you
Yeah.
know?
So cool, networking
Yeah.
and stuff. I guess
Yeah.
sociable. And
Yeah.
what should people understand about supporting veteran-owned businesses?
I mean, definitely come by. For sure, come visit. We're just a small business. We're trying our best. Like
yeah, it's just like the pizza that I created. It doesn't
Yeah.
like fall into any category. So it's literally just a pizza of its own creation. Like, it was, I like the sauce from this area, from this restaurant in Georgia, and I like the crust from this other place in Chicago or something. So it was just like, I created something, and I have no kitchen experience. I've never been. I'm not traditionally,
like that's something else too. Like Martin will like learn something like it's nothing. Like he'll just watch a YouTube video. He's like, yeah, I got it. I was like, okay.
Fake it till you make it,
Yeah.
man.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mention that you're a veteran-owned business, or
I didn't for the
Not
longest
really, right?
time. I didn't for the longest time. Honestly, no one even knew I owned it in the food truck because my back was always turned and I was always faced towards the wall making pizzas. So for almost every time, everyone thought the cashier was any cashier I had. They thought the cashier was Marty. I would have to turn around and be like, "That's me,"
Yeah.
But I never like told people that I owned it or that I was a veteran. Like, I kind of just always relied on people liking the pizza.
Yeah.
I didn't want to use it as like not a crutch or whatever.
Of course, yes.
That's
That's kind of why I'm asking. Like maybe some businesses use that purposefully so they could get more business.
I
You know
only
what I mean?
started because our advisor from Delmar, Teresa Moffett. So if you're gonna open up a business,
Yeah.
go reach out to the Small Business Development Center at Delmar. Very helpful. She said I should probably start using my veteran presence or my whatever as
Your cred.
yeah, I'm gonna start using it. You could reach other people and there's more opportunities for you. So I took her advice, and yeah, it's kind of helped.
cool.
Yeah.
Is there a discount for veterans or do y'all-
20%.
We give so many
Yeah,
discounts.
20%.
Oh, really? Wow. That's-
Yeah.
What are some of the discounts that y'all do give?
The hotel gets 10%. The hotel employees,
25.
that they don't really.
Yeah.
I mean, they just work at the hotel. But since they clean the restrooms, because we don't,
Yeah,
we
we
don't
don't
clean the restrooms.
Yeah, we don't
Right,
have a
right, right.
restroom in the restaurant.
Right. So they
So-
use the hotel restroom if they need.
Hotel
And
restrooms.
like we look out for each other, of course. Like we love all the employees at the Best Western. They're so great. We love them.
Your neighbors, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we gotta
Man.
take care of them for sure.
Awesome. So after service came railroad and refineries. Totally different. Wow. Were you baking through all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was baking and just eating pizza everywhere I was going.
Yeah.
Like I said, like on the railroad, I was always eating almost every pizza. I think like my favorite pizza was it was a little place right next to a Piggly Wiggly in Montezuma, Georgia. Papa's Pizza. It was just so good.
Wow,
You know,
so
I didn't understand it. I was, why is this pizza so good? And why can't we have this in Corpus? I mean, is a different style than what I created, but like I took things from them. I was like, there's a little sweetness to
Yeah.
this. I don't know if it's in the sauce or if it's in the dough or the cheese is just good.
Yeah.
But
Do you consider yourself like a culinary artist? Because that's what it seems like. Would you consider would y'all do art?
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I feel like I told you that like pretty early on. I was like, babe, you're an artist. You're like, shut up. I was like, no, you are.
No. But you know, I mean, I look at it like we could go back to skateboarding. Like, you know, there's so many styles of skateboarding. You could be technical, you could be a smooth style vert, you know, a hippie skater or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
There's all different styles. Like same with pizzas. There's deep dish, there's Chicago, there's bar style, Neapolitan, New York, Sicilian, like
Yeah.
I could go on, you know.
Oh yeah.
But mine doesn't fall into that category, which is cool too, you know, because it's art, you know, like all the skateboarding styles, it's all beautiful. It's all art. And a kickflip could look so many different ways. You know, it could be sloppy, but it gets the job done.
Right.
You know, or it could be the cleanest kickflip ever, and it's still kickflip.
Yep.
You know, you play a game of skate, it counts.
Yep.
You know, so it's like pizza, it doesn't have to be a certain style to be pizza. It's pizza.
Yeah,
You know,
interesting.
it's still delicious, you know, just however you make it. Every pizza has a place, you know, and I love that, you know, pizza.
I do love that there's like no rules with our pizza.
Wow.
We have ranch if you want pizza
So
and ranch
cool.
together,
Her
or
ranch.
if you want to
That's
put
cool.
honey
Oh,
on
you
a
make-
pizza.
oh, wow.
The ranch
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
her
that's
recipe
good.
is. I want to say we have the best ranch in
Because
town.
people like will like look down their nose when I say, "Do y'all want ranch?" And they're like, Psh, "No." All right, that's on you.
You could
Have you
take
tried
shots of
my
this.
Have you tried my ranch?
You could take shots of this ranch. All right, like it's that good. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, wow, how'd you come up with the recipe for ranch? Wow, that's pretty cool.
I
That's
just
dope.
put like a shit ton of garlic and dill. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
citrus in there,
Little
and
lemon. Yeah.
Well, so what classifies it as ranch then? I mean,
It's like a mayo base with sour cream and
Okay.
buttermilk.
Interesting.
Yeah.
that's so cool. Yeah, it reminds me of music because I'm a musician. I got a degree in music.
Nice.
Yeah. So like what you're talking about, like kickflip is a kickflip, pizza's a pizzas is just different, made differently. I guess in music, if I'm looking at it from that angle, musicians take from other musicians and just make their own.
yeah.
It's
could
still
tell-
music.
You could tell just by hearing like soul. Like every musician has a different touch, a different sound. Like it's still the same notes,
Yeah.
but it's just how it's played. You know?
Yeah, that's it.
You know, technical or super passionate. It's music.
That's interesting because how do you teach somebody who's not you to make it like you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Or even like a painting or something
they're
like that.
not
Yeah.
all exact. Like we all don't make the same pizza. Some might have a little bit more crust,
Yeah.
but it's like
But it's like you have
Pizza.
to have been looking at this pizza for a certain amount of time to like understand the subtleties, between like, oh, well, you have to press it just a little bit more right here in order for it to behave this way. So, like, as a beginner, like, you don't really know what you're doing. And it takes a couple months, maybe even a year to
all
like
about
actually be pretty
feel.
good at it, and to really have a feel for it.
Wow, man. So how do y'all feel about, I guess, employees that are not even there that long, and then you got have to have another employee come in and then
Yeah,
reteach them?
You definitely have to like work up. Like for the most part, there's like cashiers, but then the guys usually start as like dishwasher. Then if they like show up to work on time and they do what they're told and whatnot, then they'll move up to cook. And then once they learn that, then they'll move up to tosser. And tosser's kind of like top tier.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know your stuff if you're a tosser.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, you
And
made
it's
it.
cool. Like it took me 4 years to like really get the hang of it. I've made thousands of pizzas. I think I got carpal tunnel.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
for
like,
sure. Yeah.
like every morning I'm just like, stretch these hands
You're like,
out.
Lord, please
Like
help
this,
these
like-
hands.
This, like that, my arms fought like, I have the practice, but it's taken me 4 years, and then I've gotten to a point where I could teach them how to do it, and they catch on in like a week. And I'm just in
And
my
some
head, I'm
people
just like,
are like naturals at it. Like some people will struggle a little bit. They'll take a little bit longer. They still get there. But then there's some other employees that just boop, 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 and they just get it like right away. And we're like,
No.
that was cool.
it's easier now because we're like in a controlled environment. Whereas when I was in the food truck, when it's hot out, it was getting like 120 degrees.
Oh, sure.
And the dough acts different. So I had to like either make them super fast so like it doesn't stick to the table.
Yeah.
Or, I adapted, I learned. But now it's so much easier in a controlled environment. Like in my head, I'm like, man, I used to walk through the snow barefoot. You don't know my struggle. I paved this path. It's like, I love it. It's they catch on, and I can just pass on my knowledge.
That's why you are now the apprentice. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go outside in the
Yeah. You don't have to shovel snow anymore.
yeah.
Yeah. How did your coworkers react, or when you were working in their fire before you started doing this? When did this? How did like people around you? How did they react? Like, oh, I'm gonna do pizza.
I mean,
know what
so I only worked in the refinery for like a couple months, and it started at my first job in the refinery was scaffold, and it was just a tough job. It wasn't for me, but every time I would show up, be like, I'm gonna do a food truck.
Oh yeah,
pizza.
Like I don't want to do this all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I totally move. I can relate to that.
I'm getting out of this, guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm jumping ship soon.
Yeah. And then I still see him around town, like, at the trade center. Oscar, the one guy we bumped into, and he was like one of my coworkers scaffolding. He's like, dude, you did it.
Wow.
And then just the other day, this guy Anthony, I worked with him in Motiva in Bayside or whatever it's called, and Baytown, whatever.
Yeah,
he came in. I was like, why do you look familiar? And he had like, he had this haircut. Appalachia haircut. and I looked at him. I was like, why do you look familiar? He's like, we worked in Motiva. We worked together. I was like, oh, because I ended up taking the Boilermaker test, and like all my knowledge, it's not even that hard of a test. But like I passed it, no problem. Boilermaker instantly. And then we worked together, and he showed up. He's like, oh shit, you did it, dude. Like, and just a couple people have come in and been like, you're doing it, man. You really
crazy, bro.
You put it out there, and you're doing it. It's like,
wow,
it's crazy.
How long did you work the food truck before you got the brick and mortar?
3 years.
I think 3 years.
Wow,
21 to 24.
so cool.
Yeah. And then we opened June 2024. It's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
Man, it hit 2 years in June.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What scares you the most, industry work or entrepreneurship?
Industry is very dangerous, man. Like working in, so we were like restoring old refinery in the Virgin Islands. It was just all rusted out. There was almost no rules out there.
Oh,
like
wow.
OSHA was kind of there, but not really.
Man.
They're just like chucking stuff off. Like all the
crazy.
tanks were like really deadly exposure gases. Like, it was just crazy. It's a hard job, so a lot of climbing. And I remember one time, thank God we didn't like hit nobody, but I was working with someone on top of a tower, and we are trying to like bolt down this one thing, and like the nut, no, not the socket, and it was like maybe like a 2-inch socket. Dude fell like maybe 50 feet down, and I was just like, I think we killed somebody, dude.
No.
I just heard a
Man.
boom, and I was just scared. I was like, we killed somebody. Like, because if that landed on someone's head, I was like, dude, we're done. Like, we're fired. We're going to jail. We killed somebody. Like, I was just freaking out. Like, I've never, I wasn't in the refineries that long. I was like, dude, this is it for me. Like, but luckily it just landed on like some grading. And,
Yeah.
oof, I was like, we're not doing that again. Like, I wanted out of that job.
Yeah. Yeah, if you work in the refineries, you get so used to it that you forget like this is actually dangerous what we're doing out
Yeah.
here, you know.
Yeah.
And then something happens, you're like, oh, and then it wakes you up again, like explosions that
See the
happen.
stories, man. You see
know
the
what I mean?
stories on, Channel 3. It's like,
Yeah, it's dangerous stuff. So Amber, you were watching this while teaching full time. What was that conversation like?
I mean, teaching is teaching. I was helping him after school, so I would a lot of times go straight from the classroom to, downtown art walk or whatever. And it was hard. I was pretty stressed out. But I do think it was worth it. Like I had a lot of fun. Like this is what I wanted to do. And I love teaching. It was really great. All the kids are great. I still have some of my students come in to the restaurant. Some of them, draw little pictures for us, and we put them up on the wall.
Cool.
Jack
Scale.
Jack.
Nice.
He's dope.
Shout out.
He's
So
got some
sweet.
couple pieces
He's
up
very
there.
talented. Yeah. And of course, my teacher friends come by as well. They're always very supportive. I was so burnt out teaching. Like I would get home from being around, like hundreds of kids, and I was just tired. I was so tired. And I just knew that like I don't want to do that forever. I was just exhausted. I wouldn't do anything after I got home from teaching. I would just like go lay down on the couch because I was just like done. I was like, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna lay on the couch, and then that's my life. And I just
Until she
thought,
met me, and I was like, let's go have a drink.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
party.
I
Like,
mean,
come
that
on,
was it.
I'll carry you.
Yeah.
That was a wild time.
It was, oh, for sure. We had fun. But yeah, like I mean, teaching is a great job, obviously. I could have done it for, forever until I retired. But there's just something about, like, I mean, obviously working with my best friend every day, and you get to be your own boss, you get to make the rules, you get to do whatever you want to do. But then you have to be there, obviously. But yeah, I definitely want to say that teaching was very difficult. I want to say more difficult than the restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you.
And you were an art teacher, right? Wow.
Yeah.
You would think like, oh, it's a creative aspect. I might
It was
still
great.
like it,
It was really great. And I feel like my management style in the classroom is very similar to how I manage the restaurant. Like I would train the kids early in the school year how to do things. All the kids had little jobs. They had like, art experts. Like this is who you go talk to if you have a question about how to do the art project. There were kids that, passed out all the supplies,
Wow.
who would push in all the chairs, clean up everything. And then I eventually, after they were trained, I would just kind of step back.
Yeah.
And I would just kind of like oversee all the little kids
Cool.
doing their thing.
That's how it's like at the shop.
And that's how
Yeah,
it's at the
man.
shop now. It took a minute to train them all, but now I'm just kinda like, y'all got this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
How what you had to do in like which skills did you transfer over to what
Oh
you're doing
yeah,
now?
yeah, definitely like management. Yeah, and dealing with kids. Yeah,
Not to mention parents. Oh shoot. Wow.
yeah, oh for sure.
So
Yeah.
what convinced you to leave after 10 years? Like what would you say was like the moment like we're gonna do this or I'm gonna leave? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, after a couple years teaching, I kind of knew like what else is out there. Like I love this, but also might not be what I want to do all the time. And then I just met Martin, and at first I was like, whatever, he's just like a guy, like we'll see where this goes. But the more I kind of worked with him, I was like, you know what, like this is actually like gonna be something,
Wow.
like, and it got more serious. We were like selling out all the time, and popularity was rising, and I was just like, I think we can do this. Like
Yeah.
I think that our skills combined, like our very diverse backgrounds, like we're very different people. He was, refineries, military, all that, and I did have a lot of restaurant knowledge, and I love restaurants, and I miss like the kind of like fast paced, kind of chaotic late nights and all that restaurant work. So yeah, I definitely kind of wanted out.
Wow, that's so cool. Man, did you have any colleagues? What's up, Pete Trevino on Facebook? Yeah. So you said you mentioned that you sold out a lot. Was there a following from just friends to start off with, or like what would you say would cause like those customers to come in for you guys to sell out all the time?
I do feel like it was Art Walk. Art Walk was intense. It was great, but it was intense. That was definitely our busiest night of the month, every month. And we would basically prep all day. This is when I wasn't teaching anymore, is when we like really started to like kind of like prep a whole lot. So Martin and I were prepping all day, all day, all day. And we're like, we're going to make all this dough. We're not going to sell out. We're going to make it.
Wow.
And then, you know, like 9:30 at night, we're out of dough. And we're just like, we tried so hard.
Wow.
We tried so hard to, you know, to
keep
make
up
it,
with, like-
to keep, yeah.
Are we talking about like
The food truck.
the food
Yeah.
truck? Man, that was a time. That was a time.
Yeah,
Like,
I was asking like what would make y'all sell out, and she mentioned the Art Walk was y'all's biggest night.
Yeah,
where
we'd
y'all
be
had
right
the
out
most
here.
customers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, they let us post up out
Yeah.
here, and that was just like 3-4 hours, just
Yeah.
straight
And
lines.
it was just, we would have to stop taking orders.
Yeah.
We put a little sign out that says like, we're catching up, guys. Like, come back in 20 minutes. Like,
Come
let's
back.
get these pizzas out
And then
real
we come
quick. And
back.
then,
Wow.
then we're not taking more orders right now.
So once y'all saw that, was it like, okay, we want to get this type of sales every day of the week? You know what I mean? Like, what was the process like?
Now, yeah, we have a par now. Like we have a par set. You know, let's have 200 dough balls for the
Yeah,
day.
we don't want to sell out. People are like, "Oh, congratulations, you sold out," and we're like, "We appreciate it, but also we don't want to sell out."
I guess
like,
that
we don't
was like
yeah.
going back to failures. Like I feel
Yeah.
like we
Because people will
failed
come
to
in and
meet
they're like,
the
"Oh
time.
yeah, we're so excited to have pizza," and we're like, "We're out of dough."
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Sorry.
So okay, so you don't want to run out of dough, obviously, because it helps make you more money. Would you say it's because you want the customers to enjoy the pizza? Like, why wouldn't you want to run out? Why wouldn't you want to just sell out and then call?
I feel like if we're selling out all the time, we're unreliable. You know, like people might not want to come visit us all that often. It's like, oh well, they're probably sold out. They probably don't even have pizza.
Yeah,
right now.
but then also see like, you know, there's influencers like, oh man, there's this new restaurant, it sells out every day. Sometimes, and like, yeah, we used to sell out pretty often.
We did.
But like I was
yeah.
in my head, I was like, that doesn't look good as a business. That like maybe I'm just not prepping enough, or it's just I don't know. I just feel like we should make it to the time we say we're going to be open. You know,
Yeah.
I hate selling out, except on Saturdays. I don't mind selling out on Saturdays.
Yeah, they're closed on Sunday.
Close on Sunday. So, dude, let's close up early. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Wrap
Let's
it
go
up.
party a little bit.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
get a drink. We deserve it. You know,
Wow.
we have a shot bottle. We'll just have a little.
Hey, nice.
And beer on tap. But yeah, no. I mean,
Lock and key, got a combo for it?
yeah, it's just you know, I guess sometimes I just felt like a failure that, you know, we didn't meet. You know, we weren't open all the way till the time we were still going to be open. You know, because we sold.
And like
out.
customers were never like mad or anything. They were actually like pretty happy. They were always like, "Oh, that's awesome for you guys. We're so happy for you." And it's like, but we're not happy.
Yeah. I let myself down.
I
you
know, like we felt really bad.
I
And
love
at art
selling
walks
out in the-
too, we would sell out too.
Yeah, I loved selling out in the food truck. That was always nice
Mm-hmm.
because, I mean, I only had one little fridge that fit as much as I could. I think it was like maybe 48, like maybe like 200 dough balls I could hold in like the fridge, and then another couple in the food trailer in the prep fridge. So I would max out on art walks, and we would still like 220, 250 dough balls.
So crazy.
Pizzas would be gone, like, and
Yeah.
it was great, you know, but you know, that's good for a food truck, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, I don't want to hold on to product because you know, I work Wednesdays at the farmers market, and my next event isn't until Friday, so I don't like having stuff sitting around. I used to like it, you know, I like it as fresh as possible, but it's different now because now, you know, we have the 48-hour fermentation process,
Right.
and it just makes a better pizza. Where I didn't know that in the food truck, you know, it's
Wow.
just like, you know,
You would
the
make like
fresher the
same
better.
day dough, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, same day, kind of. I would always have like the bulk like in the fridge, and then whenever I needed it, you know, I didn't really know all that much. You know, it's a science, and you learn and
Learn as you go.
learn as you go.
Learn as you go.
Figured it out. You know, we
Yeah.
have like a nice process, and the dough's consistent. Except for the other day, whenever the dough just blew up all over the
Yeah,
place.
that was a crazy
Yeah.
picture. I love that
Man, yeah. But
Yeah.
that had to be same day dough. I mean, you adapt. You adapt. You know, you get
Yeah.
over it. You know,
picture. How do y'all feel about? Okay, so I made a post about Corpus like being hype, right? Do people flock around the hypeness of it, or are they more loyal to local restaurants, or both?
I think it's a little bit of both. You see the 4.9 reviews, the rating on, Google. So you're like, oh, let's see what the hype's about. And then they have it, and it's sometimes people ask, oh, is this a chain, or is there multiple locations? Like, this is the only one. So it's local, and they love that it's local, so they keep coming back. They check out what the hype's about, and then they have it, and they understand. It's like, okay.
So have the hype, but also have the food, the quality to back it up.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice, I mean, and then our staff are very friendly. We get a lot of like staff reviews, and
Yeah.
that's awesome, because I've told my staff before, the hype and us being local isn't gonna save us. My pizza's not even gonna save us. It's like the pizza cannot carry this 4.9 rating, and whenever it was 5 for the longest time, I was just stressed. I was just like, dude, we have to perform at like the top level. But then, there was some bad customer reviews, or someone had like one bad experience or something like that, or the hotel had a gnat situation that had nothing to do with me,
Oh wow.
but it was in the restaurant, and things happen. So I was like, the pizza's not going to carry this rating. It's going to be how we treat customers, how
The
clean,
cleanliness. Yeah,
this
we do
restaurant
get a lot of
is,
reviews like mentioning how clean the restaurant
like
is.
the location and the views.
The
It's
views
like,
for sure.
it's like the pizza's
Yeah.
good, but it's not. I don't want to say it's not that good, because I think it's delicious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just like, in order to be like a good restaurant, like you can't just have good food. Like there's more to being a good restaurant. You have to hit all those categories.
Yeah.
And that, would you say that that's part of your brand? Like,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like
Yeah.
real relaxed, real laid back. Like,
Yeah.
we're not table service. We don't have servers. It's real fast casual, but
Yeah.
it's still like an elevated version of like
Yeah.
a fast food
And just
pizza,
like the like decor of the restaurant is just like real casual and like fun.
yeah.
We got local art. There's
Local
art
artists.
that we've made ourselves.
A little arcade. Like you come here, you're gonna have fun. You're not just gonna eat good pizza. You're gonna like talk to someone friendly. You're gonna get to watch people make pizza, which of course the kids love. There's arcades. There's a beautiful water view. Like there's just a lot going on.
There's definitely a vibe. Definitely.
for
Last time I had went in there, it's been a minute since I've been, but there's definitely a vibe. So it was orange and white. Is that still y'all's? Is that your color?
Yeah, we,
Yeah.
How'd y'all land
we
on that?
definitely took like the like aesthetics of the food truck
Yeah.
and just put it in the restaurant.
Yeah, right, yeah. The
Yeah.
board, y'all had the boards in there too.
Yeah,
That was cool.
Yeah.
Landed on orange just because at the time when I was in the market for a trailer, it was the cheapest one. It was just an orange trailer with the window.
Wow,
The
it's already
inside
orange.
was just plywood.
So
it was
crazy.
just so bare. I built it myself by hand.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I couldn't do was the electricity. I told you I don't like
Yeah, yeah.
electricity. I will not mess with the electricity. And I needed help putting up the hood vent. I'm like, I can't do
And
that.
like really like whenever I first like when we first met, when we first started hanging out, like that was like really great for me to see like the aesthetic of the food truck, the branding, the logo and all that kind of stuff, the t-shirts, stickers, magnets. I was like, this guy's got like a good eye for like design. Like, and he's an art teacher. I was like, okay.
Hey, points right there, buddy. Points.
Good eye, but he's so unorganized.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's perfect.
So you guys are married right as things exploded. How did you manage that?
Oh, it's chaos.
Ooh. Yeah, it was rough. It
Yeah.
was rough. We're still kind of together 24/7, but our shop time is not quality time. We clock out at 3, and we have our quality time. Now we're able to go to the gym. We're able to like
Do
relax.
date nights,
Yeah.
we are together a lot and we do like make a point to like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna go do it by myself. And it took a while to like learn how to do that because we're just like, oh, well, we like hanging out. We're just going to hang out all the time. But then we're like, yeah, we do need to like have our own
Have
lives.
some time.
you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
And it took a little bit, but you know, things are a lot better now. You know, we were just working, you know, like a crazy amount of hours every week. We were stressed, we were burnt out. But we still came together in all the stress. And now that we actually have like a normal schedule, we're working just regular 40 hours, you know. We make time to go to the gym. We make time for, you know, our relationship. We make time to maintain friendships.
But it's also like whenever we run errands, you know, it's always like, well, I'm gonna go to HEB. I'll be back. But you know, whenever my mom would ask me, well, I'm going to HEB, I'd be like, I want to go. You know, like I want to go to HEB too. What are you talking about? You're gonna go without me?
Come with me.
I know. And then
Yeah.
like we always do something fun too. It's like, well, we're gonna go to Sam's, but also we're gonna go get a coffee.
Hey,
You know,
nice.
so like we still have fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta work at that for
Yeah.
sure.
And also, sometimes if I do like go to HEB, sometimes I wish it was like a little further so I had more time for myself. We live so close to HEB; it's like 3 blocks
Like
away.
3 blocks away.
I only get like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
For myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we do it. My wife and I will do that. Like she'll want some time, and I'll be like, just go for a drive, go do something. Even myself, like the other day, I went to go see a movie by myself.
What'd you go watch?
Is this thing on? It's called Is This Thing On? It's about it's kind of like a marriage movie. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
This guy, he separates from his wife. Spoiler alert. And then he's at the bar. The only way he can get in is to sign up for open mic. Otherwise, it's $15. So he signed up, started getting into open mic, got better. His wife showed up at one of the shows, and it's a pretty cool. It just they end up back married
Yeah,
again.
I see you're doing it too.
It's pretty cool.
You kind of connected and
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. I have been wanting to try it. I had some comedians on here, and I kind of picked their brain a little bit about it and stuff like that. So it's been
fun.
pretty
It's fun,
interesting.
right?
Yeah,
I've done a couple of Miguelitos.
Miguelito.
The lab at
Shout out.
Tapology. Shout out, dude, if he's out there.
Yeah, he's probably out there.
yeah,
Melanie from Hype Bike, great relationship advice.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's that's awesome.
Yeah, and I've done a couple of his mics over there, and it
Yeah, what made you want to? You just wanted to check it out, or
man, it's the only like genre of like movie and entertainment I pretty much like. Is
Wow.
comedy. You know, it's always helped me escape things. You know, like growing up, I didn't have like the best childhood. You know, always had like working parents, and they didn't have the best relationship sometimes, and it's always comedy. You know, like I remember just always watching like Eddie Murphy Raw. Or,
wow.
like just comedy growing up. You know, I loved it, and I always thought I was kind of funny. You know,
Cool.
so I wrote some stuff down. I got a bunch of stuff in my phone.
He's
Nice.
always
It's all
making me laugh.
outdated now.
That's cool.
It's all outdated now, but yeah, I've always wanted to try it and give it a couple times. At I did the first time I did it was at Mesquite Street, where you're gonna be doing it.
Yeah.
And then did a couple at Tapology, the lab, Miguel's labs. That was pretty fun. I got a couple good laughs. I got one really good laugh.
That's awesome,
I showed
man.
my butt, dude.
Yeah.
It was all purple. 'Cause I felt so hard. And I told him, I was like, I didn't bring the food truck here because I got hurt. I was like, I feel like y'all don't believe me. And then I turned around, I showed my butt. And they're like, they're like, get out of here. Yeah. It was purple, dude, just a plum butt.
You were, how come you pick purple for your brand?
Right?
That's funny, bro. Wow. So, man, you got started in 2021. What is that? Pandemic. So launching during mid-pandemic. Intentional or accidental? Intentional, maybe.
It was intentional, but also out of necessity. You know, I didn't even have money to even start it. I started out of my mom's driveway, you know, where the food truck was parked. And I ran out of money because I spent all my money building it, ran out of money, and then just put out there that I needed a couple extra bucks to get licensing and permits and some equipment, dough boxes and stuff like that.
Everything is so expensive. Like restaurant supplies, so expensive.
So
Everything.
yeah, I just did it because I needed the money and I needed to. I ran through all my savings. I cashed out my 401k that I got from the railroad,
Wow.
maxed out credit cards.
So crazy.
Don't suggest doing any of that. By the way,
Yeah, man.
if you're gonna start a business, probably do it a better way.
Yeah, I've had another business in here that did something similar to that, which is that's like you're going all in.
Yeah,
You're going all in.
I was all in. I mean, that's also another thing. Like, why I think like I made it is because I went all in. You know, I had nothing to fall back on. I was like, this is it, or I'm back out in the refineries, or because I could have easily gone back to the refineries. I could easily go back to the railroad, but
Yeah.
I just went all in, you know, and I was like, it's either this. And also my mom said, why don't you do tacos? I was like, well, because everyone does tacos.
Everybody's doing tacos.
She's like, why pizza? I was like, because everyone loves pizza. She's like, well, you're not gonna beat Pizza Hut. I was
Oh shoot.
like, ooh, that hurt a little bit. You know, she didn't mean it, you know, in a mean way, but she's like, well, you're not gonna beat Pizza Hut. I was like, oh, I will out Pizza Hut.
Hey.
One day.
Now that you said that,
Now that you said it, like, I'm gonna
that's
prove
a
you
goal
wrong.
right there.
So like the whole time, like for about 2 years, she's like, well, why don't you get another job? You know, you need to get another job. I was
Oh,
like,
true.
I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
all in. You know, she was worried about me. She loves me. She
Yeah.
wants to see me do well. And the first year or two in the food truck was not the best. You know, I was barely getting out there. I would go to some apartments and only get like one sale, you know,
Wow.
and it was rough, you know.
It was my apartments at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your, then and now? What was your like? What was your role like then versus now?
I mean, when I first started, it was just strictly cashier. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really know the menu that well. Like, yeah, I had like, restaurant experience and, customer service experience. But as, the time went on, I started helping him prep because I love prep. I will cut vegetables all day.
Wow.
I love it. It's so fun. You can just like zone out and just
Do you listen to podcasts when you do stuff like that? Just curious.
Lo-fi all day.
Oh no! Oh,
yeah. I do love
Podcasts and One Piece fan theory.
oh, dude.
Anime.
Yeah.
Do you like that one? Oh man, that One Piece got so many episodes, dude.
I'm kind of.
And then you're like, that's why I'm doing it, right? Cool. That's so cool. Yeah. So you started as a cashier, and then eventually you started.
Yeah, started prepping, and then of course in the restaurant, it was more like building the framework of what the restaurant was gonna be. So like, did we need a bartender? We found out we did not need a bartender.
Oh, wow.
Did we need a person specifically on expo? No, we didn't need that. So it was a lot of trial and error, a lot of putting people in positions. And figuring out, if it worked or not. So now we kind of have a system down. We have like a manager, and we have like a tosser, a cook, a cashier, and a dishwasher. Like we can handle just about everything with 5 people. But it took a while to figure that out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
I could do it all if I wanted to, but
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't need no one. No, I'm just kidding. I need all y'all. By the way.
Do y'all still have partnerships with Bus and Rebel Toad?
No longer. I appreciate Ben letting me post up the food truck there for about
So
2
cool.
years, man.
Yeah,
It was
like
just
every Friday,
consistent.
Saturday. Yeah.
Consistent. He let me
Yeah.
just keep it there, on the weekend.
Wow.
It was a cool, I sell the food, you sell the alcohol, and and he was just kept growing, and they ended up doing the kitchen. That family
Yeah.
has.
That's whenever they opened up the kitchen, I think is when we started doing art walk more like on the streets. Because we were doing art walk inside of Bus, and it was pretty busy, but it was like a whole nother deal once we got here on a
Outside.
Wow.
Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, this is what it's been like this whole time.
Oh shoot.
It's really busy. Really.
Yeah, so we don't have that partnership anymore, but we have partnerships and with the Ice Rays.
Mhm. Oh, nice.
We got a little sponsorship. We're affiliates with them and the Hooks. It's
So
just
cool,
fun.
man. That's awesome, man.
It just
Yeah,
when
it's
did-
a lot of fun.
When did it feel real? Like this is real. Like this is happening. You know what I mean? When did it hit you?
when I was just getting emails, like I thought it was all fake. I was like, nah, the Hooks don't want to be like partners. But
Wow.
they did. I was wow, man.
Hey, Priscilla.
Hey.
Priscilla C says, "What's up,
great.
y'all?"
Yeah.
She's probably,
Hey, my
I was about to say, she's probably
Yeah.
one of the biggest pizza
Yeah.
enthusiasts in Corpus.
Yeah, she was on an episode when I was doing the Zoom. I was doing Zoom meeting
Yeah.
for the interview, and she was on there.
Yeah,
She's awesome. She supports local a lot. It's so awesome.
for sure.
Hello,
she's
Priscilla.
great.
Hey.
Man, that's awesome. We got 15 down. So the move downtown. What made you guys decide? Okay, this is gonna be the spot compared to Southside.
Yeah, I think there was like a video circulating around with like Casey from House of Rock. It was just like some video about like downtown businesses.
Oh, yeah.
And we
Church.
watched it. Yeah, I don't even remember, but it was like we were looking for a spot and we're like, we want to be downtown, but like it's kind of hard to get into downtown. Let's think about other options. And then we watched that video and we're like, we got to be downtown.
Wow,
And like we
so
just like
crazy.
really tried. Yeah, and it just worked out. Like I don't even think we looked at any places that were not downtown. Like
Because I mean, I pretty much for the second half of the food truck life, it was always the farmers market, art walks, the
Buzz,
People's Street, the People's
Yeah.
Market.
all downtown.
There's
Rebel
a bunch
Toad.
of events downtown. Like I was
Yeah.
just constantly down here, and I built a name for myself down here, and I was like, this is where we have to be. You know, this is where we have to be. And at the time, I think the executive director of downtown management, Alyssa Barrera, but I think Mason,
Yeah.
or whatever, Alyssa. We went to school together, you know, and then
Wow.
she reached out, and the downtown management team, Jenny from downtown,
Jenny's the
she
best.
was
Yeah.
Yeah.
so helpful. Like as soon as like a spot opened up, she's like, let's go check this spot out. Let's go check this spot out.
Yeah.
And then none of them really panned out. Even like I went to go look at Dusty's spot up on Taylor Street. And, I was like,
And the
this is a
one next to
beautiful
Retro,
spot, you know?
I think Retro ended up buying it maybe.
Yeah, something
But,
like that. But
yeah.
a lot of things didn't work out. So at
Yeah.
least 3 or 4 spots downtown
We
didn't
looked
work out.
at PKK before they moved in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like all the other spots were like, yeah, this is cool, but you know, like it's a lot of money or you know, whatever.
Right.
And then we finally looked at you know the old Blimpie, and we're like, dude, this is like exactly what we wanted. You know, like where the making the pizza is visible to the employee or to the customers.
Yeah, she is.
And huh?
No, sorry.
Priscilla definitely.
Yeah, a lot of things didn't pan out in that last spot. I mean, they didn't care for it to be anything after, you know, because it was a Blimpies, a coffee shop, and a smoothie spot.
Yeah.
All 3 things in one, where Marty McPies is now.
Right.
And those all 3 failed.
That's what I was
crazy,
thinking. Like
you know?
how I mean, did that thought cross your mind before you got in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like,
We were
is
kinda
this place
scared, yeah.
cursed? Or
Yeah. We're like, it went out of business. Is that a bad sign?
and they didn't care for it
Yeah.
to be anything. And then we met with the owner, Mr. Patel, and he was super nice. And Gabe, the hotel manager, he was a fan of the food truck, and he thought we would be a good fit. So he kind of got us all, you know, together, and we worked things out. And I
Yeah,
was
really.
like,
Like as soon as we walked in, we're like, dude, this is like, it's got so much storage space. It's got like a walk-in. It's got a freezer. It's got like perfect seating.
it was already a restaurant.
It was already that. All the other places that we were looking at just
Oh wow.
weren't really like restaurants yet. But this basically already had everything that we needed.
Wow.
We didn't have to put a lot of money into it.
Yep, that's the
Great.
thing, right? That's
Yeah.
that's the word right there.
Yeah.
It's
And
been so amazing to you. Priscilla says it's been so amazing seeing the come up. You've worked hard, so damn hard.
We love you,
Clap, clap.
Priscilla.
But yeah. It was really hard, you know. So when we found that spot, I was like, please, let's just hold it real quick. You know, we weren't done with the loan process, that, you know, doing all the paperwork from Delmar. You know,
It was
in the process,
stressful.
and I took a gamble because we hadn't gotten approved
We
for the
hadn't
loan
got
yet.
the loan
Oh
money yet.
wow.
Yeah. And we
They're
were
like-
gonna sign like this 5-year, you know, like lease on this spot, and we didn't have the money yet.
Yeah, they're like, we need a couple $1,000 to sign the lease. And I was like, I don't even have that, but I do have this credit card.
I have this Monopoly money.
I was like, there you go. I was like, there you go. And then like I gambled. I banked on us getting approved for this loan. Just total risk, you know.
Wow.
I mean, she's been with me. She's seen the risks I've taken.
Oh, crazy.
Like,
Man,
"You're
does that make you
crazy."
nervous? That gotta make you nervous.
I know
Oh,
I was really nervous. I'm like, are you sure you
I
don't
was
want to wait? But then, like,
was
if we
so
waited,
wet.
then like basically the hotel owner is like, hey, if you don't sign right now, I'll find somebody else. We're like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
wow. Do you feel like you would have to grow that type of rapport now if you was to go to like the south side or a different side of the city? Because you mentioned that a lot of your fans were already here downtown. It made sense to go over there.
I don't even know if I would want to go over there. There's like already enough pizza over there. There's like two B&J's.
Oh yeah,
Odie's
yeah.
is doing awesome over there. Pam at Santi
That's very
Mama's
true.
is pretty central, so she's got that covered.
Wow.
What? Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah, there's really
enough
no other pizza
space
spots
for us.
down here.
Yeah.
There's no pizza. You guys are the only ones down here, huh?
No, there's Mesquite Street and House
Okay.
of Rock, and you know, but
Red
we're all
Trail.
different styles.
You're right,
You know, like we're all different styles, and you know, we all play fair. We all play nice.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
There's enough people for every pizza restaurant.
Yeah.
There's like 300,000 people in Corpus.
Yeah, everybody likes pizza.
Why
I
should
love pizza every
I
day of the
haven't
week.
even fed 5%. You know, like, I don't know.
why should a pizza place be a cultural hub?
Just because it's like it's a perfect gathering food. You know, it's.
I mean,
I love
everybody likes
seeing-
pizza.
yeah, I
Little
love
kids
seeing
love
people-
pizza.
yeah.
You know, grandma and grandpas love pizza.
It's there's no age. You know, I don't know. Any age can enjoy pizza.
Yeah.
I see babies chowing it down, man.
Dude, my
Just
son
like-
loves that. He loves that Schlotchki's pizza, the little.
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta take
Dude,
him to
they
go
got
to
some
y'all's.
good stuff.
Yeah, he'll love that. He'll love that. Yeah, it makes me think about like New Jersey. They call it pie
Pie.
instead of pizza.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we would get so many people that would come to the food truck. Like, well, what kind of pies y'all have? Apple, cherry. Oh, sorry, it's pizza pie. And,
Do y'all
yeah.
have y'all thought of doing like actual pies, or like what are some things that y'all have thought of that you're like maybe not, as far as like the types of food you should have in there?
Pasta. We probably don't want to do pasta. A lot of, you know, pizza restaurants do kind of dip into pasta, but we just
Fries.
don't. Yeah, fries. We don't have fryers. We don't have, you know, all the equipment that's required for fryers.
Yeah, so like our wings aren't even fried. They're like double
yeah,
baked.
they're
Oh,
double baked.
wow.
We bake
Yeah.
them till golden, like a light golden, and then we'll finish them off in the oven at like 760 degrees. It's crazy. Like they get nice and crispy. It's almost like similar to being fried,
Right.
But since it's such high heat, it gives them like a nice char
Yeah.
and a nice crisp, like in that oven. You know, it's 760 degrees. It's gonna char something up.
How do y'all approach like the health aspect of pizza? Because pizza could get like a bad, like it's unhealthy, this or that, or whatever. How do y'all
Use quality stuff, man.
quality stuff?
Yeah.
Right?
Man, we use
You can-
grande
you can-
cheese, and that's like
yeah.
award winning. It's you know, they use it on like some of the top pizzas in America.
What kind of cheese was it?
Grande?
Grande.
Yeah, grande. It's just a quality cheese.
Wow.
No preservatives. It's all natural.
Yeah.
The Stanislaus tomatoes. I got a tattoo because I love them so much. Man.
Wow.
It's 7-Eleven. It just has like a nice sweet flavor to it already. And it's America. You know, it's all American. It doesn't have to be imported, you know, to be good. It doesn't have to be fancy. I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah, and you can create your own pizza too. Like, we have a 5 veggie pie. You could put all the veggies on there if you want to. It's really like personal preference. I feel like if you are trying to, you know, be good, you can definitely do that at our restaurant. But if you want to be bad, you can be bad too. So, you know, whatever you want, we got you.
Yeah, the doughs. There's nothing bad about the dough. It's got a good fermentation process. It's a
Yeah, just
simple
extra
recipe.
virgin olive oil,
It's a
yeast,
simple
flour,
recipe.
salt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to be wrapping it up here soon. So community and giving back. Where does the instinct to give back come from, or just give in general?
just we feel the love and the support from the community, so we want to give that right back, man. Like her student drew like a doodle of Marty McPies, but he kind of like kindergartened it up because I know how good he is. Like his art is amazing, but he kind of like kindergartened this little doodle, and it said "Murdy Mopes."
Yeah,
And it was
and
just
it
like
was because it was like the day that I had told his class that, you know, like, it's my last year, guys.
Oh.
You know, come see me at Marty McPies or whatever. And he drew that right then, and he's just such a sweetheart. We still keep in contact.
Yeah, so we
Like,
used that doodle,
yeah.
and then we made T-shirts, and then all the proceeds from those T-shirts, it was like $1,000 that we raised,
Yeah.
and we gave that to K-Space. It
Wow.
was like a K-Space funded.
We love
little donation
K-Space.
thing.
We love the arts. We do what we can. You know, like, we're not made of money or nothing, but we try.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
$1,000 isn't like
Yeah.
a crazy amount, but I think it at least helped them rent the lift
The
for like
lift for
another
the
day
mural,
or two,
yeah.
or something like that. You know, it all costs money. A little bit, you
Yes,
know, goes
sir.
a long way. And I was like, man, that really helped their summer program. You know,
It's awesome. Is Corpus Christi supportive of small businesses or only after success?
nah, they liked it from the jump.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
We have
just-
like OG supporters that have been coming to us like since the very beginning. I think so.
I saw it from like the driveway days. You know, it was cold, raining. People were still showing up.
Wow.
And you know, that's when I thought I had something, you know, at least influenced, you know, the locals that, you know, it could be something if y'all supported it, and they did, and it just gave me hope. It gave me hope, and you know, I just kept doing it, and they accepted it. They liked it.
Nice.
I appreciate it so much.
Awesome, man. Shout out to CC.
All right.
Shout out to CC.
Right.
Priscilla C, last comment. Sorry, I'm a yapper and keep commenting. I love the location. I live on this side of town, and it's nice to not have to go to the south side. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Got a beautiful view out here too, man. The ocean, the water's just right there.
Yeah. Whenever it's not Hurricane Alley
I
blowing
know
all
it's so
Oh,
windy
yeah.
sometimes.
For sure.
But like once a week, maybe it'll be like perfect weather, no wind. It's really nice. Yeah.
So awesome. I guess what are some final words you guys would like to share to our audience here? Maybe what's next or inspiration, whatever comes to mind.
If y'all have suggestions, if y'all want to throw like recipes or
If you're looking for like a specific kind of pizza or maybe like an old special that we haven't done in a while, let us know.
yeah,
Everyone's gonna say the PBR, I'm sure.
the pickle bacon ranch
Pickle bacon
pizza,
ranch.
maybe the peachy keen.
Peachy Keen, yeah.
I'm gonna bring back the date night next month.
That one was really, I really like that one a lot.
So cool. How
Yeah.
you come up with the names?
Martin's so good at the names.
Really?
That's
Wow.
at Bob's Burgers
do
kind
that.
of thing.
I pun everything, man. All right, I'm a wordsmith. I like messing
Yeah.
with words. Like
I know. Don't make me come up with the name.
Did you ever play an instrument in any time in your life?
trumpet. We're both in band together.
Wow,
Same
cool.
grade. I played the
Clarinet, flute.
Clarinet.
Yeah, clarinet.
I should play the tuba, dude.
There's only two options. It's fun.
No, but yeah, I mean, thank y'all for supporting, getting us to this point.
Like, we love y'all from the bottom of our hearts, like, for sure. Like,
just know
we appreciate y'all so much. Going all the ups and downs, you know, good days, bad days, y'all keep coming back, and we appreciate y'all.
yeah, we're just gonna keep getting better. You know, there's
Yeah.
there's no way we could go back to the
Yeah.
first day, you know, grand opening. Pizza didn't suck, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
You know, we're just gonna keep getting better and better and better,
It's awesome.
and you know, let's see where we
Do
go
y'all?
from
Do
here.
y'all? This is a Hispanic goodbye. We say goodbye and then we keep talking. Do y'all think? Do y'all think past like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, like some people do?
We got some ideas.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got some ideas.
That's
San
cool.
Antonio. I would love San Antonio or Austin, but
Yeah.
Wow,
San Antonio just feels more homey.
really?
We like
Yeah.
San Antonio a lot.
So cool.
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, we still have the food trailer. So we would like to possibly set that up somewhere, but we don't know where. It's not even, it's a piece of junk right now. It needs a lot of work.
I stripped it.
Yeah, we took everything out of it. It needs a little love. But I mean, that's an option as well.
So cool.
You know, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Good luck with that, you guys. Wow.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on the show. 300 Shoreline Boulevard, right?
300 North Shoreline Boulevard.
North Shoreline with
bottom
the
of the Best Western.
Yes.
Big octopus mural.
big old
Octopus.
octopus. Can't miss it.
Yeah.
So did a great job, but it's not pizza related.
Octopus pizza?
Yeah, I think I
Hey.
would have called that one. Man, I had a good
Like
name
a-
for it.
Nice.
Takoyaki.
Yeah, something. I forgot.
All right. So you guys been listening to this conversation with Marty and Amber Flores of Marty McPies. Their story is one of service, persistence, and building a life rooted in a place they call home. Marty McPies is located at 300 North Shore Boulevard. You can find their hours and updates online and on social media at Marty McPies. This is Corpus Christi Originals Podcast. I'm Jesus Hilario. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Thanks for having us.